Hello again. As you can see, I'm playing around with some of the software that I use to do these videos for our classroom. And I thought maybe if you saw my face, it would make these feel a little more personal. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. And yes, I do have to wear these headphones and this microphone in order to get a decent sound quality for you. So kind of bear with me with that a little bit. Last time we were here, we just looked at configuring our Gmail account. We got things basically set up so that we could get into Google and get into the Google Classroom. Now that we're here, you would think we would jump right into the Google tools, but first, before we get to the individual tools, I just want to help you feel comfortable with your overall Google account. The things I'm going to show you today will work if you already have a personal Google account. They will work with your correct Google account, and they will work with the account that we are looking at today. So, give me a moment to get myself out of the picture, and we will jump right into that. So here we are looking at the Google account that we set up in our last video. We've got our beach umbrella and our Gmail, and this is where we just did a basic setup of our account so that we could get into our Google account, and then from there get into Google Classroom. But before we dive any deeper into Google Tools, I want to make sure you're comfortable just with Google account as a whole. People worry. Google account gathers a lot of information about you. I want you to kind of know how to manage that so that you can feel more comfortable with that. And the information I'm going to share with you today will work whether you are looking at a demo account that you set up just to take this class. Do you have a personal Google account? Or even in your correct Google account for the most part, although a few of these features are turned off at a corporate level for correct's account. So today we just want to look at Google Account Management, and there are two ways you can access your Google account. One is up at the 9 dots, the Google Apps icon. Click on that and choose Account. The other option would be just sliding over to the right where you have your initial. Click on that and choose Google account. Both will take you to this welcome screen to control, protect, and secure your account. And you will see there are lots of things to click on. I'm going to click on the first one. Once I do, you can see that we can always return to the welcome screen in the upper left corner, but the exact same links are all down the sidebar here. So we can just work back and forth and get to whatever we want to get to. What we're looking at right now is signing on to Google. And this is important information for you. If you ever need to change your Google password, this is where you would come and do that for all of your personal Google accounts, not for your correct account because it's tied to your email. But for this account, if you have a personal Google account, this is where you change your password. It is also where you would set up two-step verification if you wanted to be more secure. If you're not familiar with that, that's where when you put in your password to log into Google, Google would send you a text to your phone with a code number, and you would also type in that code number to gain access. The theory here being that if you know your password and if you're holding your phone, you're probably you. Just below that are account recovery options, and I would recommend that you have at least one of these active and maybe both, because you may forget your password, you may get locked out of your account. You want Google to help you get back in. And if you can't get to your Gmail, how are they going to send you information? They either need an alternative email address or a cell phone number so that they can send you information. So I certainly think you should have one of those configured. As we continue to scroll down, they will have a section called Device Activity and Security Events. Recent security events means anything you did that affected the security of your account. Did you change the name? Did you change a password? Did you update your password? They'll keep a list of that for 28 days. Sometimes you can check there because maybe something's going on with your account and maybe something got changed but you didn't change it. This is where you can come and sort of verify that. They'll also show you the recently used devices that have been used to access your Google account. Now, this is the account that I set up just for this class, and so far I have only accessed it just from this computer sitting on my desk here at River Street. But I want to show you what that would look like after you've used an account for a while. So I've got a screenshot from my personal Google account that I just want to show you. And this is what that looks like. I accessed my personal Google account from my desk here at River Street this morning using this computer. My phone was checking in with my account earlier this morning as well. Over the weekend, I was camping, and I logged in using my laptop. So that's the Mac down in Basra. The Windsor, Connecticut on September 6th, that would just be a different computer here in the building. The South Windsor address would be my desktop at home, a couple of iPads that I've logged into. So it keeps track of what you've logged into and how you've accessed your account. If you see a device that doesn't look familiar to you, or maybe from a town where you haven't ever been, that lets you know that maybe someone else has tried to get into your account with some success. Time to change your password. So it is good to take a look at this every now and then. As you continue down the screen, you will find some more important information. These are the apps that have access to your Google account in one way or another. Now again, this is a new account, so I don't have much set up here that can access my account. I want to show you what my personal account looks like. And to do that, I'm going to open 3 windows. First, you see there's apps, third-party apps that can access my Google account. Asana, Certify.com, G-Links. All of these are things that I recognize. If there was something there that I didn't recognize, I could click on it and deny it access again in the future. In addition to third-party apps, these are things that I sign into using my Google address. Now, I know we've talked about not using the same password for multiple things. The reason these all have a sign-in is because these are all extensions that are installed in my Chrome, and we'll talk about those a bit more later. But when I log into Chrome, these automatically get logged into in the background. Again, if I saw something there that I didn't recognize, that would be a problem. Time to change the password. Finally, Google apps themselves that I have logged into or installed on my devices that are connected to this account. So Google Chrome, Backup and Sync, DriveStream, and Google Wallet. These are all things that I recognize, all things that I'm comfortable with, but these are all things that you would want to check out right here in this Apps with Account Access area so that you could manage what has access and what does not.